All right, so this story is called Writing with Rosa Parks. And as you can see, it is a reading A to Z or a learning A to Z book. Feel free to pull it up and read it yourself. It's a pretty easy book. It's a level J. Please follow along as I read. Written by Ellen Forrest, illustrated by Chris Baldwin. Here's our table of contents. Here we go. On the bus. Marissa and her mother were riding the bus. They were on their way to Grandma's house. They had to sit in the back seats. Marissa didn't like the back seats. There was a law that black people had to sit at the back of the bus. Her mother said it was unfair. Some white people came on the bus, so some of the black people stood up and gave them their seats. That was another part of the law. But one black woman didn't stand up. Her name was Rosa Parks. She didn't want to move from her seat. The driver told Rosa she had to move, but she said no. Then the driver called the police. The police came and arrested Rosa Parks. Marissa was very confused. Why didn't Rosa Parks get up? Everybody knew the law, even if it wasn't fair. Taking steps. When other people heard what happened to Rosa, they got very upset. They decided to stop riding the city buses. Marissa asked her mom why they had to walk. Her mother said people stopped riding the buses to show that the law was unfair. For a long time they walked everywhere. Marissa's legs were sometimes very, very tired. Still, they didn't ride the bus. Making a difference. Finally, an amazing thing happened. The law was changed. Marissa and her mom could now sit at the front of the bus. Marissa learned that one person could make a difference. She learned people joined together to change things. Today, people of all colors in the United States have the same rights. It all started with one woman saying no to something that was unfair. So here is a little map of Montgomery, Alabama, and it is where Rosa Parks rode the bus. So here's the United States, here's Alabama. It says Montgomery site where Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat in 1955. And then Tuskegee was the birthplace of Rosa Louise Macaulay, February 4th, 1913, and she died on October 24th, 2005 in Detroit, Michigan. The end. Okay, so this is your assignment. We're not going to turn them into discussion cards. That's why there's a little scissors thing there. Instead, we're just going to use this as a worksheet. So the first question says, what caused people to stop riding the buses? So I want you to write a sentence. What is the story mostly about? Why did the author write the story? And why was the bus law unfair? All right, if you have to go back into the story to find the answers, you can, but this one you have to kind of think about on your own. Sometimes you have to come up with answers that aren't necessarily in the story, but we know you've read the story because you can think. Okay, so think about, why do you think this author wrote the story? What did the author want us to learn about? Remember those things that authors write about? They write for entertainment, they write to inform, they write to persuade. And then you need to think about, why was this bus law unfair? Why? What made it unfair? Okay? So that is your assignment to go along with the story.